Hey, it's the Fatboy Show on RX Radio. I hope you are doing great and feeling good. And also that you're not getting into any fights. You're not trying to steal someone's boyfriend, are you? We're all still laughing over that tragic video that went viral the other day of two girls fighting, or I should say one girl receiving a beating at the hand of her friend. And it was quite a vicious beating. And apparently it was over a boyfriend that she accused the other girl, the victim, of having stolen.
Yes.
So the video went viral, and the lady became a overnight celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
What was her name again? Pretty
victim,
Nicole.
The victim.
The victim.
Yes, Pretty Nicole.
Pretty Nicole, the victim, became an overnight sensation. And obviously, as people dug further, they saw that, hey, she's a bit of a naughty girl too.
She's a naughty girl who is 14 according to her mom.
Years old, who is like super sexual, as in... Like, it's not even funny, you know.
And she has the body of a grown woman. God, for us that have girls. Hey!
Apparently, a lot of the processed foods and other things that people are consuming now, especially kids, is adding to them, to their development is happening earlier.
Yes.
Entering into puberty earlier. I was reading about how in America now girls are having periods way earlier than previous generations.
Even here, there are girls, in my family, my sisters have girls. And some of my nieces have gone into puberty or gotten their periods at as early as 8 and 9.
8 and 9?
I'm telling you.
Oh.
I know. Those are kids. It's even scary for them.
And this kind of hormonal change, it has to have been brought about by all these things that we are ingesting, food we are eating.
Yes.
Perhaps could be the side effects of certain types of drugs people are taking.
And of course the vaccinations. I'm not saying don't vaccinate your kids. Please don't come for me. I'm just saying we do not really know what's in all these drugs that we take when pregnant, the things we eat.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. The world has changed.
The world has changed indeed. So anyway, we still don't know if it is true she stole the boyfriend or not. And if she did, one has to assume that she's in some way sexually active with this person.
I believe so, because I have a feeling
she kind of looks like she's sexually active. She does not dance like a woman who's girl.
Really?
That's inexperienced.
You're judging a book by
because
its
many
cover.
of the videos of her that leaked after, or of like her other personal videos, I think from her Instagram or wherever. I mean, she's gyrating and twerking, essentially. These are very sexual dances.
I know, but haven't you seen videos of kids way young than she is, and they're gyrating and adults are rallying them on?
Girls have changed. In my day in high school, you had like the one odd girl that was crazy, but most girls were like simple and
I think even today
plain.
It's still the same.
Really?
I have a kid in secondary school, so I ask him about the character of his friends, and he will actually, when I go for VD, he will be like, "Mommy, do you remember that story I told you? That's the chick." So there is always that odd kid.
Wow, does he know about Pretty Nicole?
I don't know.
I bet he has a crush on her. I bet him and his classmates are like, yo!
What do you want to do to me?
Because are they about the same age?
I think, they are. They are the same. They are the same age. My son is 15 and she's 4.
They could even date.
And it's around that age when boys are now seeing things. Because lately, we can be like watching a movie and he's like, "Oh, she's cute."
Yeah?
She's pretty.
What? Wow, your little boy has become a man.
I know.
This is dangerous.
I just bite my tongue and I'm like, "God, please keep my son."
You don't throw a slap his way?
No, because what am I trying to avoid? Am I raising him to stay a child or to become a man?
Anyway, so regarding the girl in the video who was the perpetrator, the bully, she was 18 years old, first of all.
Yes.
And so the magistrate's court in Shira has remanded her to Luzira. And this is quite interesting. I didn't know. I would think that, anyway, 18 is adults.
Yes.
So but Luzira, really?
Yeah, she's 18.
Okay, so anyway, so it looks like they want to take serious action against this lady. So her name is Kaftah Queen, and she's a student of Trinity College, Nabweru. And interestingly, she's Tanzanian?
She's from Tanzania.
This is quite strange because I'm seeing people talk about that. She's being described as a Tanzanian national.
Probably born and raised here, because her Luganda was very fluent.
It was super good.
Exactly.
Okay, well, she was remanded to Luzira until the 30th of January. Like Andrew Tate.
And these are all crimes of passion. The other one was not crime of passion; it is sex trafficking. But yeah, there is a similarity somewhere.
Now, is it true that the charge of aggravated torture attracts a maximum punishment of a life sentence?
Yeah, that's true. And the reason why they are, of course, they are sending her to Luzira because she's 18, but also she tortured a minor because Pretty Nicole is under 18.
And yet they're just a couple of years apart.
Yes, but that's what makes it a heinous crime.
And it was indeed torture, because it's one thing to say, oh, you slapped someone, but this was like, it was a prolonged episode of violence.
I mean, on the floor, when you look at the carpets, they had sticks that were broken, and it's like they kept going outside to pick more sticks. And then the way she pulled her by the hair, all of this. Meanwhile, she broke down and cried, obviously.
But wait a minute. Weren't there other girls in the video?
So the lady, this girl Kaftah, came with her sister. I know she was the sister because in one of the videos, she introduces herself to Pretty Nicole as Kaftah's sister. She's like, my name is so-and-so, and this is my sister. And then there was a third lady, I think her friend, and then there was a guy. Now, I don't know if the guy is Derek or someone else. And then why isn't Derek being presented in court for aggravated defilement?
Because she's 14?
Yes, it is still defilement.
Well, that's if, I mean, it's proven that
he was with her.
He was with her, which has not yet happened, because there's still a lot of questions as to, because remember, Pretty Nicole was being accused of stealing the man. So we don't know.
Because she was in the man's house.
But if she was in the man's house, then
it went down.
Chances are something was going down. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So she's been remanded until 30th, and wow, I guess that's when she'll, be formally charged. And
so she couldn't take a plea in this court because apparently this matter is supposed to be handled by the High Court.
Wow,
I know.
And she must have just thought she was goofing around
that was not goofing.
Playing around. Like, she must have not understood the seriousness of what she was doing.
Yes, she didn't. But me, I don't know. Maybe I don't want her to serve a lengthy period of time, like life imprisonment. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe this will be a deterrent to other women who like to beat other women over men. I mean, beat your man if you must.
I think she should be pardoned.
She should be pardoned because she's a first offender, maybe. But you could find that this was the girl who used to fight other girls at school.
You think there could be other victims?
There could be other victims, but still, I feel like our life in prison would be so extensive, since she probably is a first-time offender.
So what about the Tanzanian government? Do they have nothing to say about one of their people?
I don't know, but you could say that she's Tanzanian when probably her mom migrated to Uganda and her father is Ugandan. So the government of Uganda still has a say.
Wow.
Plus, the person that was the victim is Ugandan.
Okay, well, Derek Ruanga, where are you? Come and explain yourself. Tell us what exactly went on.
Why was Nicole in your house?
Mm-hmm. And where is the parents of Kaftah?
I don't know much about Kaftah and her family, really, because what I've been seeing in the news is mainly about the crime and, of course, about Pretty Nicole. But this should serve as a deterrent to any woman. Like, it's a man. First of all, if you're dating a guy, you're his girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. If he is dating other women, they are also his girlfriends. None of you is his wife. So all of you are either girlfriends or... If the guy is not married, you cannot say that the other person is a side chick. Can you say that? Someone is only a side chick to a married man. And why are you fighting a fellow woman over a man, really? I know it is said that we are more and men are fewer, but still,
men are
fighting, that is non-classy.
Yeah, I think any disagreement should be settled in a more civil manner.
Yeah.
You don't want it to get violent. For what? Over a man and you
Over
ruin
a
your
man.
life? Who now is probably going to dump both these girls and move on to whichever hot chick comes his way.
Exactly. Probably he already... Do you know the girlfriend may think she was the girlfriend when the girlfriend, the actual girlfriend, didn't know that the boyfriend had a girl who thought she was the girlfriend.
And if there is another girlfriend, she's probably laying low right now like, yo, you ain't gonna come for me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to get beaten.
So now maybe what you guys can do, start marking your men so that we know that they are spoken for, so that we do not get slapped.
Yeah, post them. And I know girls fear posting their boyfriends on social media, but if you don't post them and claim them,
we
then
will not know.
We will not know.
And then you will want to slap us. Come on. It's already hot and
So,
we are single. So
post your boyfriend in 2023.